I pretty much touched on everybody, all the minor characters, or whatever. They all did great jobs. Uh, the movie itself, bar none, I would say best Batman movie ever. Hands down, 100% best Batman movie ever. Best comic book movie ever? Yes. Best comic book movie ever in history. That is including Batman 89, Superman 78. That's even including, I don't know, whatever else is out there. Now, let's go a little bit further. Best movie ever? No. People that say that are really getting a little carried away. But I will say that it is the best movie this decade. No movie since 2000 has been this well done and this riveting and this good. Pretty much, I would have to say it is the best movie of the decade. We only got 2 more years left, but I cannot see anything that's coming out in these next 2 years that is going to even be remotely possible to top this. I have a few ideas in mind, but I'm not going to share those with you right now because that would just make a whole nother topic, and right now I'm trying to review The Dark Knight. So check back on me on that a little bit later. Anyway, my head is still swimming. My head is still going nuts. Just certain scenes with... I will say right now, the Joker made the movie. Okay? I know a lot of you really don't want to hear that. I know that Heath Ledger is getting way too much attention with this movie, but you know what? It's rightfully so. He basically is the movie. Every scene that he's in, you're pretty much completely intimidated. You're basically cringing in your seat every time he comes on screen. Especially later in the movie, because of the things you've seen him do already during the beginning. Anyway, about that, I will go and say this right now, that this movie contains a scene which I would have to say is one of the greatest movie scenes of all time. One of the greatest movie scenes of all time. I'll never get this scene out of my head. It is going to go down as a classic movie scene. And it will be known only as the infamous pencil trick. You heard right, the pencil trick. What does that mean? Go and see the movie and find out. The people that saw the movie know what I'm talking about. That scene right there set the entire tone of the movie, caught everyone completely off guard, and we basically knew after that scene, we're in for a ride. We're in for the best mother effing ride on the face of this planet, and I apologize for everybody that doesn't approve of me swearing, but right now I am very tired, and frankly, I'm trying to review The Dark Knight, so I don't really care. Swearing needs to be involved to describe this movie. It's just a must. Okay, anyway, I pretty much went over the actors, went over the movie, went over memorable scenes. Well, I only went over one scene. Let's go and say another scene. Okay, I will say one concerning a certain hospital also. That was also a fantastic scene. I'm not going to go more into it because I know there's a lot of you out there that still hasn't seen this movie. So I'll just go and just say that scene also deserves a lot of praise, and that's going to be another memorable scene. Okay, now to try to go into the more in-depth part of it, where I'm going to try not to spoil it. I'm going to describe what I felt about the ending without saying what the ending is. So don't worry, I'm not going to tell you what the ending is. I'm just going to tell you how I felt about it. The ending was good, how they executed it, but I do not approve of the ending that they did. I do not approve of it at all. I think it was just leading up to a good point, and then all of a sudden it just goes and it kind of hit me to the point where I was kind of angry. I was angry. I'm not going to tell you why I was angry, but I'm going to tell you that I did not leave the theater angry. I left the theater completely flabbergasted and fucking gone, like to the point where I couldn't even speak. So, I freaking enjoyed this movie regardless of what I felt about the ending. Pretty much the ending didn't mean squat to the rest of the movie, but the ending made me angry. They should have done it differently, a lot differently, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But I will say, what else am I missing here? Have me think. I think that's about it. I really don't have much else to say. Oh, the length of the movie. It's 2 hours long. I would have to say the movie was I would have to say it was too long. I think it should have been a good 2 hour movie, and that was it. A good 120 minutes. The last half hour that you're in the theater, you just felt like you've just been through the movie, and now this is like the frickin' epilogue. The parts where they're just tying up loose ends and things like that, which they really didn't have to. That's the point I'm getting at with the ending. They didn't have to do this. They could have just made this movie 120 minutes and everyone would have went home happy. But, oh well. It is what it is. I still enjoyed the hell out of it. Still the greatest comic book movie. Still the greatest movie of this decade to me. Jack Nicholson's Joker means squat right now. Mark Hamill's voiceover work with Joker in the animated series means squat now. Basically, those Jokers were good, but damn. That's all I can say. Damn. Wow. He basically made Joker. Everything that Joker stands for. Anarchy, chaos. He delivered in this movie. What more can you say? In conclusion, go see this movie. Greatest movie of the decade. Greatest comic book movie ever. Jack Nicholson and Mark Hamill could bite my ass. Heath Ledger, greatest Joker ever. Peace. I'm out.